Alrighty then, hello and welcome back one and all to my Malektih campaign. Just looking around at the campaign map, trying to figure out what I'm going to do myself, and the relations definitely going downhill. Just for the security side, I'm kind of feeling like I need to recruit some more units into my Black Ark. I would like to get the sheds. And this as well. However, and we'll just start out with a few of those. Good thing about all Dark Elf, well, is it all? I don't know. Well, okay, so not all. Good thing about majority of Dark Elf units, ranged units, is that they deal armor-piercing damage. So you can see, aside from the hand bows there, both of these, they have armor-piercing value. So even fighting units with large armor, or large armor values, I should clarify, such as Chaos Warriors, most big tanky things have high armor. Most forces of Chaos do as well. And so armor piercing is always just good, just to help deal with that a little extra bit. Kind of considering sending her back up there, added defenses, but I might need her down here as well. I think the defensive nature, is going to... Okay, now see, I did not trespass. I mean, she trespassed. Fuck the game. The diplomacy in this game definitely needs a rework. I wish there was a mod for that. I really do. I mean, there's a lot of mods for it, to be fair, but there's just not mods really that do, I guess, what I'm looking for. Now, one thing I'm considering over here is using this garrison on its own. I'm hoping my garrison is going to be able to defend against that, so I can send my lord down here. You've already moved, never mind. Okay. That was it for that turn. In that case, I'm going to try this. So again, this is a mod, just to clarify. It allows the garrison to attack outside. It's the proactive garrison, fairly new mod. It so far seems to be good. And here we are. So now we get... you don't get to see the garrison force come out of the settlement, but that's just what the time delay was for. This is an interesting map, actually. So they have one casket of souls. That's devastating, potentially. However, I do dislike Dark Riders. I don't think they have much use. However, it would be very useful if he could kill that for me. I think there's potential to this. At the very least, hitting it, I guess, before it hits my settlement means that they might back off, as long as I'm able to deal more casualties to them than they are to me, that is. So, providing this battle goes well, you know, it could save my settlement a siege. It's a very interesting map. I think I might bottleneck back here. I'm not too sure. Maybe I might try in the woods just to hide as much as I can from the casket there. Will absolutely shred me. Thankfully, it's not too accurate, but it's definitely going to be tricky. What? I did not actually check the speed of the chariots. Well, they are starting in the woods. What is your chariot speed? Chariots have a speed of 59. You have 74. Okay, so you can definitely get away. Now, if they're here, there's probably a few of them in those forests. So it's going to be coming at me this way. Alright. You can see their artillery is actually back there as well. Casket. Okay. Alright. Oh, you actually have Vanguard. Makes this unit actually more useful. Okay. Fair enough. Let me just put you back here. And then you're just going to run into that casket. Now, that means I need to get the infantry to leave the casket. Alright. Turns out I don't get to sit with my, yeah, I'm gonna corner camp. I don't get to sit with my back in trees. Alright, please. In the circle. There we are. More or less. Whoops. There we go. Alright. You. Can be there. Whoops. I always hit the Q and the E instead. But the spear is slightly more forward.
As you say. As you say. Without question. Following orders. Orders understood. Cold-blooded killers. As you say. Without question. Cold-blooded killers. Understood. We are ready.
Maybe like that. There we go. Hello, you are possibly going to see him. Yep. You see him. Oh well. Time to run. I was gonna send him in right there, but I mean, they're not engaging.
Kill them. Understood. Destroy.
Pull back.
Onwards to murder. For the kill.
Run away. Yeah, their leadership. Okay.
Moving out. Advance. Moving.
Ow.
Forward.
Did get some good damage off of that charge, though. However, I lost 10 of the Dark Riders in doing so. Does mean it's going to be a bit of a challenge. Unless they continue to spread out those skeletal lines.
To destruction.
These cav are hidden again, so they don't actually know where they are. So this battle, by the way, because I'm the aggressor, I'm the attacker, is why the AI is just sitting here. It's going to continue to sit here because it has the range advantage until I either get rid of that advantage or until I inflict enough damage that it changes its mind and decides to attack. We're just gonna do some hit and run tactics, huh?
Advancing. Druki, forward. Carnage awaits.
Away from the spears.
Bloody murder.
Away from the spears. It does seem as though they are mostly advancing now.
Advance, Druki. Forward.
Dip into the woods quickly before that shot gets off. Yes, we survived. Another shot. Okay. That's right. I'm not here anymore. Go away. Go back. Go back. March with your army. March with your army. You can see these guys are hidden again, taking fire. So this, by the way, the decrease to their stats is because it's a large unit in the trees. Anytime a large unit is in the trees, it takes a penalty.
Dread spears.
So the biggest issue, far as infantry is concerned, they did have a unit of Tomb Guard somewhere in there. Oh my goodness, these chariots aren't gonna... The AI isn't gonna function these like chariots. They're gonna use them as missile units. Okay. I'm hoping the other one also has a missile. Has ranged capabilities. The AI does not prioritize that it's a chariot first and foremost. Yeah, it's gonna prioritize the archer units. And thankfully, I have better range. 140. Oh my goodness, I don't have better range. Alright, never mind. I thought I had better range. That's surprising. I mean, they're just gonna let this happen now, so... This has already, in my opinion, been a worthwhile trade. Okay, then. Well, that got 4 of them. However, you should be able to get that.
Blood for Cain!
Oh my goodness, if I had magic or a black arc in the area, that would be great. Just peppering you. Do you not... The AI, I don't think, doesn't know what to do. It can definitely see me up there.
Dark sharks! Dread spirits! Never love me! We understand! Dread spears!
Well,
Orders understood! At once! Eager for battle! Dealers in death! Dealers in death! Merciless warriors! Battle calls! The merciless host! At once! Slash! Kill!
alright, you have dealt with the casket now.
Slay the Tomb King!
Did not actually get credit for the kill, though. That's unfortunate. This is one of my most irritating things when you fight undead. The crumbling mechanic. Like, who killed them? The unit just died for no reason. Like, it definitely should attribute the kill. And I'm fairly certain that it does at the end of the battle. Like, after on the campaign map, but I mean, like, hello. It should do it here, I think. It's just a small gripe, you know. Made the chariots rethink their lives.
Merciless warriors!
Is this group moving again? Somewhat. You do have Tomb Guard in here, don't you? These all look like spears. Oh, there it is. Tomb Guard, yep. Yeah, you know what's coming for you.
Merciless warriors!
Alright, I mean, if you're not gonna do anything, AI, then I will be the aggressor here. If you force me to do it, then I have no choice.
Dark sharks! No mercy!
Yeah. And then they'll just come in and clean it up.
Dark sharks! Groupie! Kill them! Dark riders going! On to slaughter!
Did you get credit for those kills at least? You did. Okay.
Eager for battle! Onwards to murder! Dark riders! Slay them!
This is probably not the most entertaining battle. Oh no, the AI is moving. So it's not completely broken. It's just mostly broken. You seem to have separated yourself from your army, sir. And you are after my cavalry. Okay.
The merciless host! The merciless host! Druki, forward! Dark elves! Going! Moving out! Battle ready! Understood! Going! Carnage awaits! Merciless warriors! At once! Kill everything! Carnage awaits! Dark elves! Death has forward! Dread spears!
Yep. As long as we got the spears in the back, that's mostly what I want.
By Cain! Destroy! Bleak swords! Druki! Kill them! Dealers in death! Attack! Dread spears! Without question.
Yes, this is definitely worthwhile. Even if I kill my own units here. Some of those arrows will. This is definitely worth it. If I can deal all of this penalty before they even get to me. There we go. The Lord's dead.
Bleak swords!
Alright. So this battle is looking more favorable by the minute. I do still have to contend with all of that infantry. However, their leadership is now worse because their lord is dead. And because they're undead, I actually still have to kill them. They're not going to run away. They're going to run at me until they die. So,
Battle calls!
could be worse. Could be better.
By your command!
Let's go ahead and move them over here, I think. Nah, I want you spread out. There we go.
To destruction!
Biggest issue when fighting undead is that they have a lot of numbers and they all cause fear. So,
Baruki, forward!
your morale is just as much an issue as theirs.
Murder awaits! Carnage awaits! Going! At once!
And considering they're all spears, this unit is pretty much going to be useless for the rest of the fight.
Bleak swords! Understood! It is done. Cold-blooded killers! Murder awaits!
I wonder if I can take any of those units away, actually. This, by the way, is how you beat a battle that you shouldn't win. You just have to break the AI. Make the AI do some stupid stuff. For instance, blobbing up over there, sending out their lord by themselves. You know?
Onwards to
Hello.
murder. Forward! Druki, forward!
Are you chasing? You might be chasing.
Blood will flow! Dread spears! It is done! Advance, Druki!
Tag, you're it.
Massacre them!
Are they gonna turn around? They're not turning around.
Onward.
I'm just gonna nibble them a little bit. These guys are all anti-large, so if I stay in sustained combat, then I definitely lose.
Glorious.
Now those Tomb Guard, where are they? There they are.
Dark shards. Destroy.
You are going to be the only real threat.
We are
Go away.
ready to destruction.
I mean, if you can pull those units back, even better.
Battle ready.
And target them.
Dark riders.
Nope.
Going.
Nope. Not going to charge into the front of them.
Advancing. My blade hungers.
In fact, we're just going to ignore them entirely. Still might lose this battle, but okay.
Carnage awaits. Druki, forward.
Getting some cycle charges off. Spear
Moving
died.
out. Advancing. Onwards to murder. On to slaughter.
Yeah, Tomb Guard are definitely hurting.
Slash. Kill. Carnage awaits.
Okay. They are not on fire at will. That's why. Might have killed myself here in this battle just because they weren't shooting. Reinforce those lines. Yeah, they still have the infantry to bog me down here. Especially if they go all the way around.
Attack.
That was their first Realm of Souls. Gonna have to deal with the Ushapti once they pop up as well.
Onward. Going.
Yeah. You get some damage off the charge, but they're really not doing
Murder
much
awaits.
for me at this point.
To destruction. Dark shards.
I think I'm gonna put them on the Tomb Guard as well. There goes the second pop of Tomb Guard army abilities. They will get a third one, and then they will be able to summon Ushapti. And that is likely what's gonna break me. Especially if the Ushapti are summoned right on top of me, which, you know, would make sense if they were. Does look like those Tomb Guard are going to be dead.
Following orders. Battle ready.
Just make sure that they
Battle
continue
ready.
shooting
Slaughter them.
afterwards.
Attack. Merciless warriors.
And I got my Murderous
Dark
Mastery.
elves. Dark riders. Forward.
If you can keep that unit running out, then do it. And there's the Ushapti. Okay, nope.
Eager for
Yeah.
battle. No survivors. Druki.
This is gonna be what does us in here, yeah. We just don't have enough.
Gravebound. Eviscerate them. Merciless host. Blood will flow. We are ready. Dread spears. Pull back.
I don't know. I guess maybe if I didn't push them into the line, probably could have worked out. They would have held them off longer.
Dark shard.
These Ushapti do only get to be around for a time. Like, they're not a permanent unit.
Eager for battle. Carnage awaits.
Send them out that way. Yeah, looks like I'm still... unless I just get them to completely break from
Red spears.
morale.
End them. Pull back.
I've only got 3 archers now.
Merciless warriors. Blood will
Yeah,
flow.
my infantry line is breaking.
Red spears.
Thankfully, they got there just at time.
Dark
And oh, there
shards.
goes that side. Yep, yeah. They they broke through. They broke through.
The battle is lost.
Did really make them think about it though. Yeah. And thankfully, because my units do have morale, rather than being undead, I'm just gonna end up running away, whereas these guys have to crumble out and die, so. Does mean that I will of course have less health if they do follow through and siege my settlement. However, the chances of them sieging my settlement with no lord, no chariots, no casket, no tomb guard, just a bunch of spears, I don't know. They will of course have to re-recruit a lord, so that will change. But aside from the lord, I might have been able to do enough to make them reconsider the attack. And if not, if the absolute worst does happen and my settlement dies, then I've got Malektih right behind them.
Defeat draws near. Get out of here.
I think it was a good defense. Or a good try, anyway. Almost had it. I'm surprised these guys are still going.
Rookie.
I'll just fast forward that. There we are. I did actually want to use the final bits of morale that I was given, rather than just conceding the defeat. I barely lost more than half my force. Definitely made them lose more, so that was good. Valuable trade. I consider it worth it. This is the moment where the AI makes me eat my words and attacks my settlement anyway. Yeah. Honestly, these chariots, I don't know if they would have done better or worse if the AI used them like chariots. Just because I had spears, so. If they had charged the spears, definitely they would have done worse. But they definitely could have done some damage to the bleak swords. Instead, they just chose to keep shooting everybody. Which, you know, fair enough. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. See, now they're down to 12 beleaguered units. Next turn they will recruit a lord. And that will just put them one unit over me. So, I don't know. It could work out. I might have saved my settlement. I might not have. We'll have to find out together. Now, let's do some building. Money? Or recruit? Money. Upgrade the settlement. And that's growth. Yes, do the growth. There is also another mechanic I have not been using. The dictates. You can gain control in case you having public order issues. Growth, which is always great. I love growth. Or you can just generate money. I'm still not going to be doing that. I was just showing that for you all so that you know it is possible. Yeah. Malektih, I'm hoping this army just pulls back here and I'll fight them all off with him. The Black Ark. I really need the growth. However, I might do that just to get whatever bonuses I can. Also to decrease my slave decline. Gotta keep my workers nice and healthy. That was apparently a lengthy battle. I was just checking my recording. It does tend to happen when you're trying to break the AI, though. You gotta take your time to do it. Alright, well, my settlement was not attacked, so I guess I survived. What is this? This is just great. Casualty replenishment. When in foreign territory. Ooh. I don't know what it is that's giving me this, but I'll take that. Settlement besieged. Never mind. I did not save my settlement. They're still sieging me. It was a good plan, right? Oh! He merged his units. Did you not recruit a lord? You did recruit a lord. Okay. Yeah. Hmm.
This wretched place. My servant fails me. Lord of the Black Tower.
I think I'll go this way just to take off my replenishment as well. Make it max out. I'd rather not have the army behind me. Granted, the worst they're gonna do is sack the settlement, likely, but still, I'd rather not let that happen. Actually, let me. Can I force march? I can. Aha! Now you lose. Okay, see, that's just rude. However, this mod is going to let me do this again, I think. Aha! Now the garrison is coming out, and Malektih is still in that reinforcement circle. You lose! This is what you get for attacking my city. Become my workforce. There we go. Totally worked as I planned, guys. Just as intended. Let us grab the Flaming Sword, because this is a really good spell. Just increases damage and offers magic and fire attacks. It's a bit pricey, but I like it. It's also an AoE, so. Is that the only upgrade? Yes. Pop that, and now. Alright. Go that way. Walk around that way, please. Alrighty. Cannot do that because I need another 12 turns. You can bump that up a little more. Alrighty. We do have a skill point from who? My Black Arc. Okay. Fair enough. I think we'll do this, and then this. I could do the recruitment cost as well. I likely will, just because this man is going to be pretty much my recruitment hub. In the meantime, we shall prepare for Hrothgar Spire, battling the bones. The Grand Hierophant Katep. I did not actually equip the item that I just got in that dilemma. I will go ahead and do so. You want peace now, don't you?
They make poor playthings.
I am actually considering this. Just because I don't really want to go all the way down there. It's going to bring me into all those wars, but I'm going to end up getting into them anyway, so. Yeah. Nah. No, sorry. You've displayed yourself to not be someone that I can trust. You must go. Ba, ba, ba. And there is the weapon strength. missile strength. Capture and occupy sounds good.
Merciless. Very well. Insignificant fool.
Let us go ahead and pop on this. We could also grant... This is a mod, by the way, to have 2 of each item. I have mentioned before, but if people don't like all of the mods, this is just everything under Malektih. If people don't like all of the mods, then all you have to do is comment a vanilla campaign that you would like to see, and I will upload that, because I love to play this game. So, oh, you're on a chariot? When did you get on a chariot? Alright, fairly recently, I guess. Here's the test. Okay, it says that I replenish in foreign territory, but I guess enemy territory is different from foreign territory. Semantics.
Supreme sorceress of Grog.
Bring my lady over here. Gonna pop in some more money. Money or growth, money or growth, money or growth, money or growth, money or money. Dark Elf. Gotta go with money. Temple of Cain. You I will do growth, because it's... I need all those settlements for that. Building upgrade on my arc. Do I want this as well? I don't think so. No. Next up is going to be recruitment hubs. I definitely want these shades. Still don't want to build that outpost, because we have all the same units. Now and forevermore. Income from slaves, thank you very much. Gonna give it one more turn here, and then we'll likely be ending the episode. Dun, 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 dun. I am still very concerned with Valkia up north. I don't know. She's a tricky one. I did actually, now that my memory is coming back to me, I did receive a request verbally, anyway, not in the comments. Right, but see, I'm getting positive... Oh, no. You guys are appreciating each other now. And they approve of the war with me. Okay. I was getting positive relations with Valkia for being at war with him. Do I still get it? Alright, I've moved too fast across the campaign map. There we are. No, I still have positive relations for being at war with him. Okay. When did I trespass against the monk? What? That doesn't make sense. Let me now grab my shades. Yes.
Seeking entertainment.
You're just gonna chill there for a lady. And now at full health, jumping into the settlement. Excuse me. There we go. I'm just gonna auto that. There we are, extra 15k for completing that contract. Ooh, snipe and vanguard deployment. That's just an incredible combination there. However, most of my great ranged units are gonna be shades, so they're naturally hidden. Okay, I am looking at this now. So we have the war leader, upkeep on all armies, like across my entire faction. Okay, that's weird. I didn't. All right. Income post battle loot all characters. Leadership, Lord's Army. That one specifies the Lord's Army. This is all characters and all armies, okay. Lord's Army, income from sacking settlements, 100%. Oh my gosh. Income from looting, also 100%. Lord Recruit rank, attrition, Lord's Army. Lord's Army for better replenishment rate. And then just better chance of stealing loot. So this is actually a pretty nice line. This is gonna, I'm guessing, buff him specifically in all buildings faction-wide. Okay. Income from slaves, faction-wide. Neither of these buff him specifically, I guess. Alrighty. With Dark Elves, sure. I mean, when in own province. Local corruption, income from all buildings, local province. Local province, local province, local province. This is great, though. It's mostly these two, obviously, with the income from all buildings and income from slaves. That's going to be the biggest thing. However, over here, I am looking at that sack value, because that, I mean, you know, early game, you're not going to sack settlements for too much, but late game, once settlements, like capitals, get to be tier, 4 and 5, you can get a lot, and then this is just going to incredibly bump that up. This is, though, just for his army, so yeah, might go with the other one then in that case. I'm actually going to leave that decision for the comments. You can all decide which of those abilities which path I take. Go ahead and let me know how you're all feeling about that. Gonna pop into Lightning Strike.
My cruelty knows no limits.
And we'll pop both of these. Because I have 3 spellcasters in this army, so definitely need all the magic I can get. I did not mean to click on that. Hello. We are now looking at this settlement with whatever that is. Okay. It's very Slaneshi. I'm sure he knows what it is, and he uses it, or she uses it, they use it for pleasure in whatever way that pleases them. Slanesh is, into everything, so kinda not judgmental for that one. Anyway, I think we've reached the point where I am just babbling, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this turn, and once I get back to my turn, I'm gonna end the episode. Again, thank you for, well, okay, ADHD brain. Let me sort out my thoughts. So again, let me know comments which of those skill lines you would like me to follow for Malektih. Also, if anyone has any interest in requesting, a direction or anything, if you want me to fight Valkia, sooner rather than later or something, I don't know. Just trying to get some interaction from you all because it makes me happy. That's really it. Do I want a non-aggression with this undead? I might, simply because you're at war with him. And then I'll have to deal with whoever comes out on top. So in the meantime, you do your own thing. You're just going to get happier with me because I'm also fighting one of your enemies. Our relation is just going to increase. If I do feel like making a deal, I'll be able to make it for more money later on. Living life as a true Druki. Only agreements you get are those you pay me for. I will actually take a look at diplomacy before I end this episode. Meant to do it before I ended my turn. As usual, ADHD got the better of me. Is this supposed to look like a settlement or a pile of rubble and ruins?
It is the greatest insult that Thor the Maker, elven god of smiths, has never blessed the sword you have forged. Destroyer, now is the time to right that wrong.
Okay then. We have a quest battle for our sword, the Destroyer. Yes. Oh my gosh, 50%. Well, that combined with the other skill tree that we were looking at for extra chance of stealing magic item, that would make it very, very likely. This is going to be a tough force. You can see the Phoenix Guard and the Dragon Princes, as well as reinforcements expected. And that's Tyrion himself. So, I'm going to be a hot minute until I take that on. This is going to be a rebellion. I could go ahead and toss that just to take care of the rebellion. This is one of the reasons why this is good. You can just pop this and it'll give me plus 10, resulting in positive 6 to my public order.
Feel my power.
However, I think I'm going to run the risk of losing the settlement and going to try and take the battle captives from that. So let's go ahead and jump into diplomacy and see what I can see before we end this episode. Why are you deteriorating? Is that actually where the Skaven is? It's got to be somewhere near you for the relations to be declining, I think, so much.
This is no place for the weak, but still you come.
Really? There. That's right. Add a 0 to it.
This should be good.
I'm surprised we never had trade. Why are you liking me less now? You strange man. Alrighty, so we do have our Skaven. Since the beginning of the campaign, I don't know where this man went to. Congratulations on surviving. Is he even the weakest? No, he isn't even the weakest. He is stronger than a legendary lord's faction. I forgot this guy's name. This is a high elf faction, strength rank 195 with 6 settlements. And that little Skaven has 1 settlement, and he's a better strength rank by 4. That's very surprising. Okay. Legion of the Gore Queen. You are at war with Harganeth. Okay. Interesting. I could give either of them peace. I don't think I want to make alliances with you. Yeah, because that's going to just worsen that. Although it is improving with that one, actually. I am, in fact, considering breaking an agreement with her, just to get better favorability with Valkia. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do in the way of dealing currently. That was a pretty settlement. It's devoted to Tzeentch. Looks very lovely. Alrighty, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Hopefully I get to see you in the next one. Yeah, I was going to say something else, but then brain. Alright, thanks again, folks. Ciao for now. Peace. One of these days. Whatever. Good night.